output type of questions based on one-dimensional character array. To answer this output, there are certain things that you need to know. First, the meaning of typedef. Use the keyword typedef followed by existing name of data type followed by new name for the data type. So here str is another name for character. So if you want to declare a character variable, you can use this method, the existing method, no problem. Or you can write like this, str followed by b, because this statement what it does is str is made as another name for the already existing data type char. So typedef is a mechanism to give another name to an already existing data type. Now the new point is, along with the new name, if you write square bracket and size, now the meaning is a variable of this data type, example b, should be taken as array of characters size 10. So now this b is nothing but array of characters size 10. So kindly make a note of this one. Along with the new name, if you write square bracket and size, a variable of this data type, in this example it is b, should be taken as array of characters size 10. Now this point may come for rewrite the corrected code. This square bracket and size, they may give it here. Please understand, it's a syntax error because the square bracket and size should come along with the new name. Now the next thing that you need to understand, ASCII values. See, associated with each and every character, there is an internationally accepted unique integer known by the name ASCII value. The full form of ASCII is American Standard Code for Information Interchange. So for capital A, that unique integer is 65. So for capital B, the unique integer will be 65 plus 1, 66. So for capital Z, the unique integer will be 65 plus 25, that is 90. Similarly, for the character small a, that internationally accepted unique number is 97. For small b, it is 98. And similarly for small z, it is 97 plus 25, that is 122. Now for character 0, the internationally accepted unique number is 48. So for character 9, the internationally accepted unique number will be 48 plus 9, 57. Remember, 10 is not a character constant because it is a string. Character 1, character 0. Now remember two more characters. For colon, the ASCII value is 58, and for semicolon, the ASCII value is 59. So you need to by heart this. So actually you need to remember only this, and these two. The others you will get it by adding the suitable numbers. For example, capital Z 65 plus 25, small z 97 plus 25. For character constant 9, it is 48 plus 9, and so on. Now an output type of to answer the output type of question, the next one, a few built-in functions are there. You consider a character variable x. Now isLower is a built-in function. What this function does is, if the character variable x contains a lowercase alphabet, small a, small b, small c, this function returns 1, otherwise the function returns 0. So example, suppose x contains capital A. What answer does this function return? Capital A is not a lowercase alphabet, not. So this function returns 0. Suppose x contains small a. What answer does this function return? Small a is a lowercase alphabet, is success. So this one returns 1. Suppose x contains 0. 0, character constant 0 is not a lowercase alphabet, not. So function returns 0. Similarly, if it is at the rate, function returns 0. If it is character constant space, the function returns 0. Next one, is upper. If this character variable contains an uppercase alphabet, capital A, capital B, etc., this function returns 1, otherwise function returns 0. So suppose if x contains capital A is an uppercase alphabet, so function returns 1. Suppose x contains small a. The small a is not an uppercase alphabet, so function returns 0. Suppose x contains 0, function returns 0 as answer. Suppose x contains @ function returns 0 as answer. Suppose x contains character constant space, this function returns 0 as answer. Is alpha. What the function does is, if this character variable contains an alphabet, function returns 1, otherwise 0. So suppose x contains capital A, function returns 1 because capital A is an alphabet. Suppose x contains small a, function returns 1 because small a is an alphabet. Suppose x contains character constant 0, function returns 0 because 0 is not an alphabet, not 0. Suppose x contains @ function returns 0. Suppose x contains space, function returns 0. Now is digit, what the function does is, if the character variable x contains a digit, function returns 1 as answer, otherwise function returns 0. So suppose x contains capital A, this function returns 0 because capital A is not a digit. Suppose x contains small a, function returns 0. Suppose x contains 0, this function returns 1 as answer because 0 is a digit, so function returns 1. Suppose x contains @ function returns 0. Suppose x contains space, function returns 0. Now is alpha numeric? It is written as AL num, but when you read it as alpha numeric. So if this character variable contains either an alphabet or digit, function returns 1, otherwise 0. So suppose x contains capital A, function returns 1 as answer because capital A is an alphabet. Suppose x contains small a, function returns 1 as answer because small a is an alphabet. Suppose x contains 0, function returns 1 as answer because 0 is a digit. Suppose x contains @ function returns 0 as answer because @ is neither an alphabet nor a digit, so this function returns 0 as answer. And finally, suppose if x contains space, function returns 0 as answer. Now a function whose name starts with is, the header file is ctype.h. So kindly make a note of this one. If the name of the function starts with is, the header file is ctype.h. So for all these functions, the header file is ctype.h. Now the next one, to lower. What the function does is, if this character variable contains an uppercase alphabet, the equivalent lowercase alphabet is returned as answer, otherwise the same character is returned as answer. Example, if x contains capital A, the equivalent lowercase alphabet small a is returned as answer. Suppose x contains small a, so small a is not an uppercase alphabet, so the same quantity is returned as answer, small a is returned as answer. Suppose x contains 0, 0 is returned as answer. Suppose x contains @ is returned as answer. And suppose x contains character constant space, space is returned as answer by this function. And finally, to upper, what the function does is, if this one contains a lowercase alphabet, the equivalent uppercase alphabet is returned as answer, otherwise the same character is returned as answer. So suppose if x contains capital A, capital A is not a lowercase alphabet, so capital A itself is returned as answer. Suppose x contains small a, the equivalent uppercase alphabet, capital A is returned as answer. Suppose x contains 0, 0 is returned as answer. Suppose x contains @ is returned as answer. And suppose the last one, x contains space, space is returned as answer. Now the output type of questions based on one-dimensional character array. To answer that, you need to understand the following short forms. If I write exclamatory mark followed by expression, the condition tested there is a equal to 0 or expression equal to 0. If I simply write a, or if I simply write expression, the condition tested is A or expression not equal to 0. Now plus equal to is a short form. It can be expanded like this. Minus equal to is a short form. It can be expanded like this. Similarly, star equal to can be expanded in this way. Division equal to can be expanded in this way. Modulus equal to can be expanded like this. So these are the short forms and these are the corresponding expressions.